Project OR is a 48-hour concept to prototype design competition held at the Outdoor Retailers Trade Show in Salt Lake City, Utah. 5 fashion design students from schools all around the country are selected to compete in Project OR. On the first day of Outdoor Retailers, the designers are given a tour of the show floor, then presented with a design brief outlining the challenge that they will face. From that moment on, the Project OR designers have only 48 hours to conceptualize, cut, press, sew, and construct a garment that is both fun and functional using the best of the best in performance and eco-friendly fabrics. Scissors Down is called at 12:00 p.m. 2 short days later. The Project OR designers then present their final prototypes to a panel of industry expert judges. One winner will be announced, with the grand prize of a design profile in a national magazine and a return trip to Salt Lake City for the next Outdoor Retailers show.
My name is Jeanette Sheridan. I go to Framingham State University, and I major in fashion design and retailing. I have been just sewing and out of sewing machines since I was about 10 or 12 years old, and I decided it was where I wanted to be. I love to run. I'm hoping to do a half marathon next year, so I'm not a super strong runner, but I'm hoping to get there, and that's just a place where I've always wanted to expand. I think most technical pieces more come from fabric than it does from a pocket or a zipper or anything like that. I think it's more in your fabric choices that is the most important, that's going to make that fabric work for whatever sport you're performing in. I mean, I have the best of the best in the industry right at my fingertips.
My name is Hara. I go to California Polytechnic University of Pomona, and my major is apparel production and design management. As long as I can remember, I just love creating things, and I love how it kind of brings artistic and technical together. As far as outdoor design goes, it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. My specialty is swimwear, which is outdoors, but it's a little bit more sporty than hiking or snowboarding, anything like that. So I think it'll be a really fun challenge. My secret weapon would be product knowledge. I've worked kind of in a varying array of retail and different aspects, so I feel like I have a good grasp on not just sportswear, but women's wear, children's wear, swimwear. So hopefully I can put everything I've absorbed and make something interesting and innovative.
My name is Abby Nuri. I'm in school at the University of Cincinnati, and I'm going for fashion design. I'm a climber. In Cincinnati, we have Red River Gorge in Kentucky, which is like 2 hours south of us, and it's like a climber's paradise. So I kind of grew up climbing. We had to do bodywear back in Cincinnati for 1/4 of our school, and it was my favorite quarter because it had to be comfortable, it had to be functional, and it was something that I wanted to use personally. So the whole textile industry is so advanced, and it's constantly advancing, you know, so it's like hard to keep up with it. It can be a bit overwhelming. So I don't know, I'm just hoping to do my best. 48 hours is such a short amount of time to come up with an idea and then actually produce it. It's like not enough time, but we'll see. That's the cool part about it, is this challenge. We're all gonna have to push ourselves.
My name is Katie Jesse. I go to Missouri State University in Springfield, Missouri, and I major in fashion design and project development. I grew up in a town that didn't even have a name, in the middle of a national forest. So I'm very familiar with the outdoors. There's a lot of like kayaking, fly fishing. So I'm familiar with the outdoors, but not so much the industry itself. I've got a little bit of insight into like cycling and different companies who deal with cycling gear, but that's pretty much my limits, but I'm really excited to learn. I'd like to see something where I get to work with some interesting fabrics and some textiles that I get to learn a little bit more about, maybe more high-tech textiles. I'm not sure specifically what that garment would be, but just being able to deal with the high-tech textiles is going to be interesting. I hope I have the opportunity to do that.
My name is Kalyan Smith. I go to Beanery University and I'm majoring in apparel design and product development with a minor in business administration. I started sewing when I was in, I guess, 3rd grade. My grandmother really inspired me and taught me how to sew, and it's just kind of been a passion of mine ever since then. Being here is really inspiring, and I really like how everything about it is functional, and I like that there's not something on the garment that's just for looks. Everything has a purpose, and I really think that's cool. I think the biggest challenge is going to be the next 48 hours. The fact that we only have 48 hours, just having enough time to think through all my ideas and getting it all executed. In the past, I've been better at the construction part rather than the drafting. Sometimes it's hard for me to get what I want in 3D onto a 2D surface, so sometimes that's hard for me to translate. I'm very detail oriented, and so I'm gonna have to try not to focus on the small details and just get the big picture done.